Hello and welcome to this video tutorial where I will teach you how to set up your client portal. I'm Irina, I work here at Zenda, and I will teach you how to set up your client portal and how to allow your clients to book appointments, to access their invoices and receipts, how to pay for their invoices online, and how to access and submit their online forms through their client portal. Stay with me and let's have a look at this feature together. To do that, let us go to the settings menu, and let me remind you that you have to be the owner or the master user of a Zenda account or a user with permissions to access the settings menu. So once we are here, let's go to the schedule category and click Client Portal. The main settings are located here in the Access and Settings tab. Let me show you that you can enable 3 different levels of access for your clients. So you can enable either accept client bookings. That's when the clients will be able to schedule appointments with you. Show invoices page to allow clients to view their invoices and receipts. Download the invoices and receipts as PDF files. And you can also enable online payments, and the clients will be able to pay their outstanding invoices. And you can also enable show forms page, and this is where the clients will be able to view their online forms. If the forms haven't been completed, they will be able to open the forms, fill in the information and submit them back to you. And they also will be able to download their online forms. Even before you enable these parts of the client portal to your clients, you can go through the different settings of the portal and prepare the portal for your clients to access. So right now, as you can see, your client portal access is not enabled for your clients. And let me walk you through the different settings that you can work on before you open the access. So the first part that you see here is your client portal link. You can already copy this link and provide it to your website designer, for example, so that they can embed this link into your client portal, your website, and as a book now button, for example. You can also embed this link into your social media and or add it to your other ways of advertising your business, where the clients can access this link, click on it, and they will be able, for example, to book appointments with you. Here in the portal URL name, you can change the last part of your client portal link. This is where you can brand your link and make it more personal. Then the next part, the general settings. If you enable this part, it will allow new clients to register in your Zenda account, meaning that a new client that haven't had any appointments with you, they don't have a client profile in your Zenda account, they will be able to register, and this will create a new client profile in your Zenda account. So this is where it's enabled. You will also be able to set up the verification method for this new client registration, and this will be either SMS or email. So whatever you select, this way the clients will receive a verification code from your Zenda account when they register. Or when they are an existing client and they wish to reset their password, they will also be sent a verification code through one of these communication means, SMS or email. This is where you configure that. Also, here you have the free text box to set up your homepage instructions for clients. As I said, it can be a free text, but also you can embed a link to click. For example, it can be a link leading to your website or a link leading to a web page with your extended terms and conditions or another web page with information. Or you can add some additional HTML coding for formatting of this page. We provide instructions with how to use that coding in our knowledge base for the client portal settings. So these are the general settings for your client portal homepage and for client registrations. Now let us go to the next part here, to the notification settings. I will skip the online booking settings for the time being because I will go through them a little bit later. So now we have set up the general settings for your portal, and now we will go to the notification settings. Yes, that's right. The system reminds me that we have to save these changes because we already made some settings here. Let's go to the notification settings. So this is here. This is where you can set up different notifications to go out when certain activities are performed on your client portal. So when a new client is registered, the portal can automatically send 3 types of notifications. One notification, email or SMS, can go to your client's primary practitioner. Another SMS or email can go to your client, to the client who registered. And then another SMS or email can go to the nominated email addresses. This can be your reception team, or a virtual assistant, or somebody else who helps register new clients. And again, you can set up an email template to go out to these nominated email addresses. Another type of client portal automatic notifications can be set up for every new appointment that is created through the client portal. And again, such notification can be sent to this appointment practitioner, to the client who booked this appointment, and to the nominated email addresses. And you can send out either an email or an SMS to the appointment practitioner and the client, and an email to the dedicated email address. And the third part of appointment notification for the client portal is the appointment cancellation through the portal. So when the clients log into the client portal and cancel an appointment they booked earlier, provided that you allow cancellations through the client portal, notifications can be sent to this appointments practitioner, to the client who canceled the appointment, and to the dedicated emails that you nominated. Again, once you've set that up, save the changes. If you wish to change the email or the SMS template that is set with those notifications, just click Edit Template. It will take you to the communication templates settings, and you will be able to change those there. Now the next stage is you can change the branding of the client portal. So this is where you can choose to show your business name on the client portal page, and you can also upload your client portal logo. This logo will also appear on your client portal, and when clients complete an online form, when you share the online form link with them. Once you've updated the image, uploaded the image, save the changes. You can also configure the available services that will be showing if you allow appointment bookings on your client portal. You can configure the services by your practitioners who will be offering those services online. You only need to enable which services will be offered for those online bookings. Or you can configure those services by groups. So, for example, initial consultation service will be available for this group of practitioners, or won't be available. All right, so we went through the basic settings of our client portal. We went through the general settings, we went through notifications, branding, and available services. And in the next part of our video, we will go through the online bookings settings. So these settings will apply to the accept online bookings access, right? Again, we can keep this disabled for the time being and continue setting up our client portal. Let's do that. So the first online bookings setting is the clients can book with any practitioner. If you don't know what this setting means, if you don't remember, always just hover over the information icon here to open the tooltip and read carefully what it means. So what this means, if you enable this and clients click on book appointments, they will be able to select a service to book with all the practitioners who offer online services in your practice. If this is disabled, they will only be able to book with their primary practitioner, or if you assigned other practitioners to work with the clients, they will be able to book with the assigned practitioners as well. So this setting is very helpful for the large practices with multiple practitioners. If you want to streamline your clients only to book with their assigned practitioners. So I will enable that for my practice. The next setting is require clients to register and log in first. If we don't require the clients to register or log in, this allows clients to look through the availability, see if they can find the service they want, the practitioner they want, the time they want, and once they found that time and service and they start the booking process, then the system will ask them to log in. Personally, I find this the more user-friendly setting, but you may wish to enable the require clients to log in first. In that case, when they click on your client portal link, the system will ask them to log in, and after that, they will go through the process of finding that available spot that they want to. The next setting is allow group bookings once enabled, and if you set up group appointments, those group appointments will be available for booking online. So if you offer classes and you want clients to book online their spot in that class, that's the setting that you will need to enable. The next setting is the show service price. If you enable this price, it will be shown on the list of services that you provide, and the clients will be able how much each service costs. Let's enable that. The next one is the require payments or request payments when booking. If your account is linked with your business Stripe account, or if a practitioner in your account is linked with their personal Stripe account, then you will be able to enable this setting, and you will be able to either require or offer the clients to book for to pay for services when they book online, and also to require or offer to pay for their spot in a class booking. The next setting is earliest time clients can book online. This means that, for example, if I am as a client going on the client portal today, the earliest appointment I can book, for example, will be 24 hours from today. Or it can be the next hour, or it can be any time, any available appointment. So that's the setting here. Limit how far clients can book ahead. This means that, for example, if you don't want your clients to book appointments a year in advance, 10 years in advance, you can limit, for example, 3 months ahead or 6 months ahead. So that's the setting for that. Minimum gap between bookings. If you wish to have a few minutes gap between each session the clients book, you can set this gap here. So for example, if your appointments lasts 50 minutes and you start your bookings from 9 a.m., for example, the first client will book a 9 o'clock appointment. Then it runs for 50 minutes and the system will add 10 minutes gap. And the next client will see that the appointments they can book starts not from 9:50, but from 10 o'clock. So that's the gap and how it works. You can add it here. Then the cancellation policy that you will be able to set up. So you can disallow the cancellations through the portal. Or it can be 12 hours before the appointment or 2 days before the appointment. It's up to you. That's where you set this up. And if client comes to cancel an appointment after the cancellation policy has expired, they won't be able to cancel, and the system will warn the client that they are not able to cancel the appointment through the portal and they need to call the practice to do that. The next setting is the default flag applied to bookings. You can select a default flag which will color code your appointment when the client book it through the portal. And you will see from the first glance, when you open your calendar the next day, you will see which appointments have been booked through the client portal. And if you need to pay special attention to them, the system will give you this very nice visual clue that that's those appointments. And the last setting here is display start times every. It helps you again to show the start time for appointments and streamline the time when the clients will book those appointments. So you can set up to start each appointment on the hour, on half an hour, or you can deselect, you cannot set this up. If your appointments are really last different time, then the system will adjust automatically based on the time of each, on the duration of each service, and adjust and provide the best suitable time to start the next appointment. Let us now go through the rest of the settings here. The booking terms and conditions, you can enter them here in this text box as much as you need. And later, when your clients will be finalizing booking an appointment through the client portal, there will be the text on the booking page saying, if you click book, you agree to these terms and conditions. And the terms and conditions will be highlighted as a hyperlink, which will link to the text here in this box. All right, and next part, the last part, is set your available times and services. The services configuration links to the available services part that I already showed you. You can click again through here. Let's save the changes because it wants to take us back to that services settings page. We already went through that part, right? Let's go back to the settings part of the client portal. And the last part is to configure the practitioner's availability. You might have done this already when you were setting up your account. If not, click that link. It will take you to the availability of your practitioners, and you might want to go through it and check what is availability of your practitioners configured for the online bookings. For example, for the face-to-face sessions of Irene, let's check. For example, she's made available 9 to 5 every day for clients can book online, but perhaps she prefers not to take online bookings on Fridays. So you can take this off and save. And this means that her availability will be open for your team to book appointments manually on a Friday, but clients won't be able to see Friday as open for online bookings. So just to have some freedom of bookings, for example, for urgent clients or for something else. Right, so you can manage the practitioner's availability for online as opposed to the overall availability. And let's do the same for Mick. For example, again, Mick is also open for 9 to 5, 5 days a week for online bookings. And for example, Mick doesn't want to open Mondays for online bookings. So we can turn this off on every Monday and save the changes. And now clients won't be able to self-book themselves on a Monday with Mick. So we configured his availability for online bookings only. But if we have a look on the calendar, we can still see that Irene has availability on Friday and Mick has availability on a Monday. But it doesn't show like that on the client portal. Beautiful. Let's go back to our client portal settings. Click settings menu, click client portal. So we've gone through all the settings here. We've gone through all the online booking settings here on this page, and now we can start enabling the client portal for the clients and see what happens, right? So if we enable accept online bookings and save the changes, let me show what happens. So now we can see the option to book appointments, to book classes, and the list of appointments for the client. Now, if we click book appointments, the system is asking a client to log in because we set the setting require login. So I logged in as a client, and now I can book an appointment. So for example, in a clinic, I want a standard consultation with Irene, and I can see that she doesn't have a Friday availability because we blocked that, and I can have a look that, yeah, and we limited 3 months only, right? So we can't go further than the end of May because now it's mid of February, and I can book an appointment, and there you go. So here is the confirmation page. I can have a look. The information of this appointment. By clicking book now, I accept the terms and conditions of use we've set up. And because online payments are enabled and optional, the client can choose to pay now, enter the credit card details, choose to save them, and pay and book now. That's what I will be doing. And there you go. I've booked an appointment and returned home. The client can also, I am a client, I can book a class if it's available, and I can have a look at the list of my appointments. Beautiful. I have a list of my appointments that have been booked. And if I don't need an appointment, for example, I've booked this one and I don't need this one, I can cancel it because cancellation has been allowed. That's how clients can book and cancel their appointments and pay for their appointments at the time of booking. Now, the next feature of our client portal is the Show Invoices page. Let's enable it and save the changes. Let us now have a look how that works. There you go. We are on our client portal, which already has the appointment bookings feature enabled, and now we also enabled the My Invoices feature. I am the client, I am logged in with my details, and I am clicking now on My Invoices. Here I can see my invoices with the past date and the future date, and I can see the invoices that have been paid and the invoices that are still outstanding. Because this Zendesk account is connected with a Stripe account for the online payments, I, as a client, have an option to pay using my credit card or debit card, so using the online payments platform. And I can choose to pay for all of them using this Pay All button, or I can choose and pay for the next appointment only. Again, I will just click Pay, enter my credit card details, and click Pay Now. So the invoice will be paid, and if I need a copy of receipt, I will just click Download, and the receipt will be downloaded on my device, on my laptop in this case, or on my phone if I was doing this through the phone. I can also download any other receipts or invoices, and if I don't want to pay using an online payments platform, but I want to pay through the bank transfer, I can just download an unpaid invoice. I will have a PDF file of that invoice. I can open it on my computer, on my phone, and pay it through my bank application, for example, using the bank transfer feature. So that's all available, and I will have this access to my invoices through the client portal as a client. I think it's very convenient. And as a Xanda user, if I go to the client profile of this client, all the same invoices will be listed in the client profile, and the payments processed through the client portal through Stripe will also be recorded on the client profile. So no involvement of you as an admin user are needed. That's great. Wonderful. So that's about the show invoices feature of the client portal. And now let us have a look at the last feature here, the show forms page. Another great feature. Let's enable it. And when we are enabling it, the system is giving us this warning that some action is required. So when we enable this feature, online forms are supposed to be showing on the client portal, but you as a user or as an owner of the account have this control over which forms will be showing on the portal. You have to enable a control on the form template if you want to show this form on the portal. Let me show you how this can be done. It's all written here, some instructions for you, but I will also demonstrate it now. So let's click OK. Let's save the changes so that we have this feature enabled. And we will go into the Tools menu and Form Designer. And for example, we want to enable the admissions form. So once we've opened the form template, because we want this form to show to all clients who have this form created as a draft for them when we are onboarding them, for example. So we will enable the default to show on portal, switch here at the top of the template, and save the template. Then when we go to our client, we are onboarding them, and we can manually create this form. I will do this now just for the demonstration's sake. Or you can just send them a welcome email where the admissions form template is embedded. And you just send them this form automatically and the draft is created. Save as draft. I'll close it. So when the form is created either way, either manually as a draft or through the automated email, here is the draft of such a form, and the show on the portal forms page switch is enabled on the template. And in a glance, you can see that this icon is showing on the tools panel of the form. And now if we go to the client portal, let me refresh it. Yes, the My Forms button appeared. We enabled the My Forms feature for the client portal. And if the client clicks it, the new form here is available for the client. Now what the client can do, they can view this form. They can fill it in quickly. They can select their data quickly, and they click Finish. Yes, the form is submitted. It is received, and the view for the client has changed. Now the form is showing for the client as completed, and what they can do, again, they can download the PDF copy of the completed form. And if we go back to the form, and if we save, we can see that it has been saved as completed for this client. Right? Now, if we create a new form for the client, for example, let's create this one, that on the template level is not enabled to show on the portal for all clients, but we want this form to be available to fill out for the client on the portal. We can just enable it inside the client profile. We are in the client profile. We generated the draft and we are enabling the form just for this client. And it is saved as draft. Another helpful tip is that you actually don't need to open an online form to edit. If you want to show the form on the client portal or hide it from view on the client portal, all you need to do is to use this eye icon on the tool panel of a form. So if you want to show the form on the client portal for the client, all you need to do is click on this eye icon that is crossed out and confirm that you want to show the form on the portal forms page. Click update and the icon will change to the full eye, to the open eye, and it will be available for the client to view. And if you want to hide the form from showing on the client portal, again, click this eye and confirm, and this form will be hidden from the view on the client portal. This is a beautiful feature. I love it very much. It means that it's saving you the time. You don't have to unlock the form or unlock it for editing if it's in a draft form. You just click this eye icon and update its status for viewing on the client portal for your client. That's all for now. I hope it was helpful.